for Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Yeah, gotta do it right. Yeah, do it for Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Time to throw in the towel. I've been holding on this for a while. I'm moving on my own skin.
Hello.
Welcome.
Oh, what is today?
Wealthy Marriage
Wednesday. Oh, it's so good to be here today.
So good to see ya. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hey, I'm telling you, we've been looking forward to this for a whole minute.
Yes.
So welcome. Hey, take a moment. Share this with your friends. We just about to get it going.
Come on, share.
So glad it's Wealthy Marriage Wednesday. It's Christmas.
Yes, Christmas is Monday.
Christmas is Monday.
I can't
Christmas
believe
is
it.
Monday.
Time is rolling.
So you know full well we're gonna have to talk about Christmas on today. And some of
Absolutely.
y'all balling out.
Oh,
Christmas. Go ahead and do your thing.
balling.
All y'all big spenders, big Christmas spenders. We talking about wealthy marriages on Christmas. This might be the wrong time to be talking about wealthy marriages. Some people are gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad at us today.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, maybe not. Some people are gonna be real happy. Well, we thank y'all for joining.
Maybe.
It's exciting about Christmas time, but there's a lot of different feelings that pop up. How are you feeling?
Oh man, I've had some mixed feelings, y'all. Both of my parents are not with us anymore. They have gone on and taken their rest. So I've had some mixed feelings here these last couple of days leading up to Christmas. My father's birthday is December 27th, and he just passed away about a month and a half ago. So I got some mixed feelings. I can't really say how I feel. I just got some feelings. Some days I'm up, some days I'm down. Some days I'm just just flat, and then so I have my good and my bad days,
Yeah,
but that comes along with the Christmas season, so
it does come along, and then so sometimes we don't talk about it, we don't address it, and then being the spouse of someone who has experienced loss, and then like you get the random crying, and so like, what are you supposed to do with that? And so that's my immediate thought is I want to do something, I want to fix something, I want to jump to the rescue.
Yeah.
But sometimes this the only thing you can do is pray and just be there, be available.
Yeah.
And just in this season, I still believe we need to celebrate this season. I'm thankful for Jesus Christ.
Amen.
I'm just thankful. I'm thankful. Thankful. I'm grateful. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to talk.
Yeah.
And so that kind of fills my heart. I get a little mixed feelings around the holiday season too.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't carry the stress that most people carry. And me and you, I don't think we ever really carried I have to buy a bunch of people a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Stress. Like that just ain't our bag. Some people, that's their bag. They want to go and do a whole bunch of Christmas
gifts. Buy a whole bunch.
You know how many Christmas gifts me and Joy bought up to this point? None. Matter of fact, we bought one.
Oh yeah, we did buy one.
And it ain't even came in yet. I bought one from my father 3 weeks ago, and it ain't even showed up. So I'm like, man, forget it. I'm unbothered about it. And so I think we just give each other gifts all throughout the year.
Yeah, it's not something that we just focus on. We celebrate everybody all year long. I know John, he celebrates me all the time.
Yeah. So, hey, why wait until Christmas to have a celebration? I ain't waiting until Christmas for no celebration.
No.
Not with my sweetie boo boo boo.
It's a random Wednesday.
Yeah, you ain't gotta wait until Valentine's Day, Christmas, or your birthday.
Right.
To be able to do something special for the people that you love.
Yeah.
And so I think it even feels a little bit more thoughtful when it's not on those special days. But I think the biggest thing that we found, and just the biggest thing that we talk about on Wealthy Marriage Wednesday and every other place, any books that we've written, like if you ever just wanted to just come up and just read a book and you read this book, which is the Mom and Pop Millionaire Marriages, Financial Freedom is Better Together. If you read this book and go through it as a couple, what you're going to find out is it's a book about your mind and being able to revalue your time.
Yes.
And that's the one thing, that spending time with people.
Right.
Like, my time is my most valuable asset.
Yeah, because your time you can't ever get back. Time
Right.
you can't get it back.
I don't need to cheapen that with a JCPenney gift card.
No.
I'm like, so here you go.
Right.
I'm giving you something so valuable being my time, and then I'm gonna just kind of shortchange you with a $25 gift card. You know, even $50 gift card. Just, you know, I mean, it's cool. Some people like it, and it's good to get people what they like. They feel special. Maybe that's their love language.
But if that's not, you know, what brings you joy and happiness, then you focus on what does. So spending time with your family, loving on them, giving them words, words of encouragement and things like that. So I think, you focus on what's important to you.
Yeah, I think the best way to get over, sometimes people suffer from the holiday blues, but we don't. We ain't got no holiday blues around here. But yeah, we do got real emotions, and we do deal with real emotions. But one thing that I found in this season, though, is that there's two types of people.
Oh, yeah?
And this is going to be taken some type of way.
It might.
The two types of people are these two types. There's the givers and the takers.
Yes.
The givers and the takers. And so are you a giver or are you a taker? Are you a taker? And many times we think we're a giver because we're giving away gifts.
Right.
But are you a giver or are you a taker? And what's the difference between the two? And that's what we're going to dig into today.
Right.
Yeah, but before we get too deep into that, we're going to give you all a second to share this broadcast.
Yeah.
And while we're doing that, we got some stuff for you.
We got some couple of memes here. So I like this one. On December 24th, I'm sleeping under the Christmas tree with a bow, just to remind my family that I am a gift. Me personally, John knows I feel very strongly about being the gift. So, I'm not the gift giver because I feel that when I take my time and do something and give my time to people, that is a gift because my time for me is priceless. So that's my gift.
That is my gift. So if you see Joey show up at your event, know that is your gift. I'm serious. Don't even play. I'm dead on serious. Don't be sitting there looking at the card bowl looking for no.
I might bring a card.
Don't be over there looking at your present table. Gonna be looking real light when Joy come around because she gonna let you know for a fact her presence is her gift. And so, what's your gift? I love that. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah. I can just see you just with a bow. I'm gonna keep it appropriate. I can just see you with a bow and a Christmas tree and that whole.
Right here on my head.
The Santa Claus situation going on. I'm gonna let y'all imagination go with that.
Oh,
hey, I like this right here. I like this.
So it's hard to buy your husband something for Christmas when he got everything when he married you.
That's it. That's true. This is a real fact right here. When I married you, girl, I got everything.
You don't have no wants, huh?
Nah,
everything
girl.
you need
everything
is wrapped
need,
up
girl.
in me.
Everything I want, everything I need, girl. All right, so hey, check it out. We thought this was hilarious, but when we thought about it, we was like, this is probably really the list of people that we're shopping for this Christmas. We love y'all. This is our gift to you right here. You get to tune in, and we're going to share with you every single thing for your marriage, for your future marriage, that we know that we're going to be able to help each of you, and we're going to share our whole life with you. So Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
And put your Cash App in the thing right now, too. How about that?
Yeah, put your
Cash App. Hold on. Let's see if we get some Cash App.
We're going to get some Cash Apps in there.
All right. Yeah, and that, too.
Yeah. We might get some.
Hey, but check it out. Obviously, you all know you can go and you can text us at 502-632-3005. Also, you can go right here on our Facebook page. You can reach out to us, and we have our books and our online course, which we would love to share with each of you. Yes. But before we get into any of that, we're going to talk about takers.
Takers. Yes. Takers, we were sitting here talking. I was like, well, most takers that I know are really, really, really self-motivated, self-focused. Their priority is them. They're worried about themselves, and then maybe everybody else.
Right. The thing about takers, it's like a lot of us believe during the Christmas season specifically, we're talking about it's better to give than receive. We like to give gifts. We like to do those different things. But it's really, that doesn't make you a giver. It's because you give gifts.
Right.
what this is the motivation behind the giving gifts.
Mhm.
A lot of times we give a gift because we feel guilty or we feel obligated,
Yeah.
or it's just because it's tradition. We don't even know why we're doing it.
Right.
And then maybe sometimes we're actually doing it. And this is one that gets most of us.
What's that?
And this is where I found myself.
Okay.
I was giving gifts to other people because it made me feel good.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
seriously, like that was my motivation. Like I personally
Okay.
want to feel good by this gift.
Hmm.
And I'm less concerned about you than it is about me. And
Mm.
so my real focus was on myself.
Making yourself feel good.
Yeah. Whether it was
Okay.
not feeling guilty or feeling like I did something extra for this person,
Yeah.
or feeling like I'm showing how valuable I am by giving you something. And so like that was my thought on it
Okay.
in many ways. But then a lot of times, there's something underlying that too. Like some people will give you a gift only because they expecting something back.
That is true.
And some people only send you a Christmas card
Because they want one back.
because they want one back, or they get
Yeah.
salty. This is how you know you're not a giver.
Yeah.
Is if you give a Christmas card and you don't see somebody else giving you a card back,
Right.
and you salty about it,
Mm.
you're not a real giver. Like for real. Because you give it with the whole wrong expectation.
Yep.
And so givers having a taker's mentality
Yeah.
is when we have expectations that people are supposed to do something for us.
Mhm.
More that are more powerful than your expectations to be able to give things to others.
So that makes me think, well, what effect would that have on your relationship?
Mm.
And so, what do you think about that? Like, how can that affect your relationship, having that taker's mentality?
Immediately it's that if it's two of us here,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we've done a pretty good job of not wanting to one up each other with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And so, but a taker's mentality, what we see from many couples is a competition.
Yep.
And it's like, I want to win.
Ooh.
And so when you're in a contract with people, a contract says that
Yeah.
both of these sides, this is what we agree to do
Mhm.
together.
Yeah.
And then it's really to protect one side from the other person not doing what they said they was going to do.
Wow.
But a covenant is different. A marriage is a covenant.
Yeah.
And so in a covenant relationship, and you're coming together in a much more deeper way, and it's a deeper union than that. And so it's not about protection. It's actually about, what can I give to the other person? What can I provide to the other person?
Mm.
And so I think that's the big difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. It's like, and then plus, don't nobody want to be around somebody who always asking for something and don't want to give nothing.
Right.
It's just like you always digging all up in my snacks. Why you digging up in my snacks? I go over there to get some of your snacks, and it's all bad.
If you want some.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, man. What's up with that?
Right. No, I feel it. And you mentioned something about, kind of like that competition of feeling competitive in your relationship. It reminded me of something that when we first got married, you had got your master's degree, and something in me made me feel like I needed to get my master's because I felt like, I don't want to not feel like I'm on the same level as John. He got his master's, so that's what I needed. So I went off and did it. Didn't even consult you. Didn't even think about how the effect they would have on our relationship. So I was taking time, taking finances, and taking away from our relationship, and not realizing the effect that it had on us.
Right. Yeah. And then too,
Yeah.
I like that. I appreciate you sharing that story. And it's like a lot of times we're taking, but like we take emotionally as well.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's always got to be about me
Mm-hmm.
and so in my needs. And so then, like for me, I can be a little dramatic at times. Like, let me get sick. Oh man, when I'm sick, I'm horrible. I become a full-on taker. It's like I'm not worried about nothing else. I don't want to come cater to me. I'm terrible. I'm about to die. This is a cold. This is like, okay, it's like a 2 Tylenol cold. I got a fever of like 99.3. I done got 1 drop of sweat on me and a sniffle, and all of a sudden I'm about to I can't take it. and then, at that point, for me, that's just kind of teasing, but the real world, it's like a lot of times, we pull each other emotionally, and we pull, am I pulling or am I giving emotionally? And a lot of times we see this too in bank accounts. Well, a taker is going to find a way to spend and to make sure it's all equal spending.
Yeah.
Like, what is equal spending?
I have no idea.
If you a person who says everything got to be just right, and you put in half and I put in, no. That's a taker's mentality. Like flat out, is when we both look at each other as givers and we both give abundantly and share in common.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. We stop looking at these different things like that. Then that's when, our relationship is not going to live on a transaction by transaction basis.
Wow.
Because you just waiting to beef. It's like beef in the making.
just
like,
wait for it. Wait for it.
What you mean you gonna give your brother, $200? What's this $200 for?
Right.
Well, you had a problem when I gave $200 to my mama, but you can give your brother $200.
Right.
So stuff like, okay, so
comparison.
Yeah. Okay, so you gonna spend this much on shopping, so I got to spend this much on shopping. You gonna spend this, so I got to spend it. And it's like, well, you ain't really. It's taken.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking about what am I going to be missing?
Yeah. So and that's good right there, John. That's good. So yeah.
So oftentimes it'll make your relationship become stale and transactional. Yeah. And once again, nobody wants a stale and transactional relationship because you end up
like Scrooge.
Cold and lonely.
Yeah.
This is gonna be you. This gonna be you as a taker. So
you take
this is gonna lead to this.
Yeah.
And so Merry Christmas. This gonna be your Merry Christmas face.
Right.
Over time, when we want to take.
Yeah.
And then it's the same principle. It's the same principle in business as well. And in business, it's what value can I bring to other people? If I bring you so much value with anything that I'm offering, it's no way that it's not going to be returned to.
Right.
But when I'm making it about how can I get the most out of every single person, every single thing, you're going to end up cold and lonely.
Cold and lonely.
And you might have big bank, but you're going to be cold and lonely with your big bank.
to no friend.
Yeah. So then there's a power in giving.
Yeah.
And this is where it really gets beautiful.
Yeah. Giving is when you're focused more on others and focused on others more than yourself. Putting other people before yourself and folks like me focusing on John more than focusing on me. Doing little things with kindness and just gestures, things like that. So that's the power of giving. It makes people feel good too. Like seeing how they receive it makes them feel good.
Yeah.
Giving.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, Joy. And it's like the prioritize. It's like, and it really comes down to your motivation. Is do I prioritize you more than me? Who's more important? Is there something more important in your life more than just yourself? And a taker is always going to be looking for a way to get an angle or a way to get ahead.
Yeah.
And a giver is always going to look for a way to put something else in front. And so it's like, if you're a giver, you're going to be able to put God first in your life.
Yeah.
This is the whole fact.
It is.
If you're a giver, you really going to be able to give abundantly to God. And it's the same way you'll be able to give to you and to be able to give to each other.
Yeah.
And so it's talking about these like couples who I know who give abundantly, the ones who really, really give abundantly.
They receive it.
Receive abundantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everything. And so if I give you love, if I give you kindness, if I'm giving you gentleness, whatever I'm giving you, if I give it to you abundantly, man, it comes back to me pressed down.
Shaking together.
Running up every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time. And the same thing will be financially. As you give value in the marketplace, as you give value, as you are able to sow seeds, don't hold on to your little pieces of money.
Right.
Give it.
Release it. Yeah, you gotta release it.
Yeah.
To be able to, you gotta release it.
Yeah, many times people know, and many people know that we real estate investors. But before, when we were just looking for a property, we literally had $11,000, and we thought we were all in. We had $11,000 saved up, and you couldn't tell me and Joy nothing. We had money like that. You might as well have just been throwing dollar signs up in the air.
Oh my goodness.
We could have been. You couldn't. I'm telling you, we had it like that. We had gas in the tank, food in the fridge. Bills was paid in 11 stacks.
Was that automatic? They was on automatic.
Bills on auto draft. it was on. This is 11 grand. This is more than what we ever had. This is $11,000. We was like, man, we doing it up with this money.
Yes.
And then we found out we was looking for property. Like, we're going to use this money. We're going to put a down payment on the house. We're going to buy us a little house, buy us a little rental house and fix it up.
Yeah.
All these different things we was going to work and do it.
Right.
And then what we said was, hold on. We had to come to a place where we had to realize that we was holding on to that little $11,000 with all of our might. I mean, we were holding on because we wanted to get the most out of our money.
Yes.
And so we became takers because we were savers.
Yeah.
A saver is really a taker.
Wow.
Because a saver is going to bury your seed. So we buried our seed, held on to it, put it in a cold, dark place where nobody could touch it, even us, because we were so scared.
It was going to lose it.
Yeah, a taker is just fearful.
Yeah.
It's fearful. So I want to get as much as I can. I want to get ahead as much as I can. I want to beat everybody to make sure that I can hold on to the little bit I got.
Yeah.
And there's other people who are going to give, and they're going to give so abundantly
and freely.
So we took our $11,000, we gave $10,000, and we planted a $10,000 seed into a project in the kingdom of God. And we said, this is so important to us. And we weren't thinking, I'm only left with $1,000. We were saying, look, how we lost at that point. We lost our fear of not having some money. And so once you lose your fear of not having money, or once you lose your fear of being emotionally drained, I'm just going to be emotionally tore out if I love on you anymore. I keep giving you stuff and no. Just keep giving. Be a real giver. Be a person who doesn't have to receive kindness in order to give it.
Right.
Be a person who's able to give surprises to somebody without receiving surprises.
Right.
Be somebody who's able to give emotional support without having to feel as though it's reciprocated.
Yeah.
You know, obviously those things are loving, but if you can truly give, not worrying about what you get back in return, that's when you'll abundantly be blessed. Yeah. Even in business, when you can give your best value in the marketplace, and then you're not worried about what you're going to receive. You're more concerned about the value that you bring to other people than what you're going to receive back. That's when you're going to go to abundance. And that's a gem.
Ooh.
And so this is be cheerful givers.
Yes.
Each one. This is in 2 Corinthians, chapter 9, verse 7.
Yeah, each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion. For God loves a cheerful giver.
God loves cheer. I want God to be pleased with me.
Me too.
And he'll be pleased with you.
Yes.
And so you can give your way to abundance.
You can.
This is a whole fact.
It is.
When we learn how to release,
and
we lose our unhealthy relationship with finances, unhealthy relationships emotionally, and just feeling like we needed to receive and we wanted to get the best, we wanted to get the most, and it's like we're competing against everybody in life. It's not a competition.
Nope.
Run your race, be a giver,
Yes.
and literally you can give your way to abundance. Many of us, even on this road to real estate, are going to be able to give our way to abundance.
Absolutely.
And so here's a time we're going to give you some time. You text this number, and we are going to be gladly able to give you some time so that you and your spouse, you text that number and we'll send you a link and you can schedule with us. And our desire is to help you and your spouse to be able to win in real estate investing.
Yes.
And specifically win in your marriage and win in real estate. Get on the same page, be givers together, learn how to release together, learn how to walk into abundance together in real estate investing. Many people, we keep seeing it over and over again, like literally in the first week, you can save thousands of dollars. You can make thousands and thousands of dollars immediately when you got somebody walking down that road with you.
That's right.
And so that's why we do what we do. That's why we're so encouraged to do what we do, is because we've seen the value that it brings. And we know how much we extend and how much we care and how we're helping married couples to be able to win and that they can establish something for their families in the future. That's right. So if you would like to join us on that journey, I want you to text that number 502-632-3005. And we will get back with you very quickly, and you can become part of this real estate coaching community that is literally running it up, and very excitedly so.
Yes, helping people to accelerate, changing lives.
Amen. So that sounds good. This was a great time together. I'm excited to be part of this. So Merry Christmas to each of you. May you have a blessed Christmas with your family.
Yeah.
And we look forward to it. So give your way to abundance, and we'll see y'all next time. It's so much better together.
Yes, it is.